The morning routine has been the staple of the self-help and personal productivity industry for a long time. But for some reason, it never gets old. We've got the scientific morning routine.
I've created the perfect morning routine where each step is scientifically backed to help you increase motivation, energy.
The spiritual morning routine.
These days I'm trying to get into meditation, and so after switching off the alarm clock, I sit on the bed and open Sam Harris's Waking Up app.
The Huberman morning routine.
I tend to wake up sometime around 6 a.m., 6:30, and I write down the time in which I woke up.
The perfect, ultimate morning routine.
This is the perfect, most ultimate morning routine known to man.
This is no joke. Some people have been searching for these morning routines for their entire lives.
Something I've been looking for almost all my life. The holy grail of morning routines.
It's starting to look like an epidemic of morning routine at this point. I mean, how many more of these videos do we need to watch? How many more ways can there be for the human species to get out of bed? As far as I can tell, the morning routine phenomenon is synonymous with productive procrastinations. The psychology behind it seems as follows. We have people who want to get work done, but the process of getting work done is hard. So we either want the process to stop being hard or to avoid going through the process entirely, and the morning routine seems to achieve both of these objectives for us. On the surface, it promises that you will become more productive upon its completion, which seems to suggest that it will make the hard work less hard or magically finish doing the hard work for us. And if the morning routine fails to deliver on these promises, it will at least give you an excuse to feel productive without you actually having to do the hard work. To combat this morning routine epidemic, allow me to propose the anti-morning routine. The anti-morning routine consists of two steps. Step 1, open your eyes. Step 2, work. This anti-morning routine is constructed based on first principle, which involves breaking down a problem into its most basic fundamental elements, and then building solutions from these fundamental truths as opposed to doing it based on existing analogies or conventions. So let's try this together. The question is, why do we need a morning routine? And the answer is to be productive. But why do we need to be productive? It's to get work done, of course. What do we need to get work done? Well, we need to work. Is there anything else? Well, I need to open my eyes first. So let's review this. First of all, I can't get work done without opening my eyes. Although I'm open to the possibility, so far I haven't figured out a way to work with my eyes closed. Until then, we'll keep step 1. Secondly, I can't get work done without working. So we'll need to keep step 2. But I really don't need anything else apart from these 2 steps. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the anti-morning routine. Now, the intention here is not to follow these 2 steps in the anti-morning routine to a T with no deviation. Rather, it is to reduce the time between when you wake up to when you start making contact with the work that you want to do. If you can manage to wake up, open your eyes, and just go straight to work, go for it. But in the real world, it is sometimes inevitable that we need to do some other things between these 2 steps. For example, one might want to go to the bathroom first. But whenever anything new is introduced in between waking and working, we need to scrutinize them very closely and think about whether they are indeed necessary and get rid of it if it isn't. The attitude here is that if I want to add another thing in between waking and working, it better be worth the trouble. It better saves me more trouble than it brings me by taking up an additional step in my anti-morning routine. So here's how I've implemented it. I've tried opening my eyes and going straight to work, and I liked it, actually. My desk is about 12 feet away from my bed, so rolling out of bed and walking straight to my desk and start working right away was cool. But not having go to the bathroom first was grossing me out, and I also wanted water and coffee. So I would start working for 10-20 minutes, but then had to get up to go to the bathroom and look for water, and that was rather annoying. So I settled on a system of opening my eyes, going to the bathroom to do my business, which takes about 5 minutes, and then I get water and make coffee, which takes another 5 minutes. I would take my supplements in the meantime, which saves me the trouble of remembering to do it later in the day. Then I will start working. Now, I don't have any weird attachment to any of these steps here. They're not part of a sacred morning routine that I must follow. It's simply that having experimented with not doing them, it turns out to be more troublesome to not do them than to do them. If one day I figure out a way to not do them or outsource them in some way, like if I can get a Tesla robot and that robot can bring me the water and coffee, then I'll gladly take them out of my anti-morning routine. And that's it. I hope this video has provided you with a break from the endless morning routine videos and encourages you to experiment with the anti-morning routine yourself. And if you want to see more of what I'm working on, check out my Patreon in the description.